called Here at the Soup Kitchen. Here at the Soup Kitchen, every day is Veterans Day. Except today it really is, November 11th, Veterans Day, formerly Armistice Day. Our country keeps fighting. We just changed the name of the holiday and the war. Not everyone here who waits for a tray of navy bean stew and ham and rice and boiled broccoli is a veteran. But for those who are, today, they have been gifted a new pair of shoes. A new pair of shoes in exchange for a tour in Vietnam or some other place on the other side of the world we send people to and then can't take care of when they return to us as damaged goods. There are all ages here, lined up for the day's hot meal. For many, their only meal today, all colors, day laborers, a young man holding a book of Greek tragedies against his thin chest, mostly men, a few women, and some men that are dressed as women. A family with a young son huddles in the corner of the dining room. Maybe he's 8 or 9 years old. They eat quietly, heads bowed. Today, it's my birthday. I'm working in the kitchen as a volunteer in a food assembly line that Henry Ford would admire, wearing a hairnet that reminds me of cafeteria duty at elementary school. I'm the fruit girl. It's my job to keep up with the speeding plates of hot soupy beans and yesterday's baked goods, quartered sugar donuts, and morsels of coffee cake. I try to find a piece of fruit that doesn't have too many soft spots or bruises. These people have been bruised enough by life, and I don't want to add to that. My supply of fruit, well past prime, dwindles. The man who brings more, switching the bad apples with better ones, and a few overripe pears, sees my hesitance. He says with a shrug, "Hey, this ain't Safeway." People pass by me in a constant stream. I want to look at them, briefly make eye contact, wish them a good meal or a good day, but there is no time. There are too many hungry people here today to stop the line for chit-chat. A man calls out, 1,217. The next fruit lady takes my place, and now it is my turn on the floor. I bring a tray to a blind man. He moves his cane for me. "What's on the menu today? Smells good." He pats my hand. My eyes tear up, but he can't see them. A man calls out, 1,889. A line of hunger snakes out the door and around the corner and down the block. As long as there is time and food, there will be seconds and thirds. I take my own tray and sit across from an old black man in a do-rag and a baseball cap. "Call me dancer," he says. He used to dance a lot in his disco days. Dancer hails from Georgia. His daughter just graduated from college back home as a doctor in something. He can't remember. Maybe she's a psychiatrist. Born while he was in prison, she was already 9 years old when he got out. We eat our stew. Dancer says that San Francisco has taken good care of him. He says San Francisco has given him food to eat and clothes to wear, and you can't say that about every place. The man calls out, 2,257. The staff cheers. That is the number of meals served today at lunch. On the ride home, the bus crests the hill in the Presidio, where stands of eucalyptus trees glitter with liquid fire. This city gives you everything you need to live if you know where to look. The second poem, actually a lot of the poems I write are have to do with photographs that I've taken around the city. So I actually made a print of this particular image because it's a cool one and you guys will probably recognize the intersection. So I made a few. If you guys want to pass them around, Feel free to keep them. It's actually, right here around the corner. And this poem is called Along the Scenic Drive. Along the scenic drive, some mistake has been made by the map makers, or maybe the Chamber of Commerce was a bit ambitious in their judgment. For I wouldn't call the corner of Geary and Larkin a scenic drive by any stretch of the imagination. To such a tourist in the obligatory white rental car, knuckles pale on the wheel, eyes darting, to make sure the car doors are locked as they are forced to stop at the light, the signal that seems to take forever at the intersection of Geary and Larkin. This corner of the scenic drive, where you are as likely to step in human feces as easily as dogs poop, where visible the devastation that drugs and mental illness bequeath, leaving the crime shows on television behind, and no one is an extra here, actors' equity working for scale. Yet, I would dare to say, this prelude, perhaps for those en route to the Marina District, with its Beaux-Arts confectionery at the Palace of Fine Arts, and the sunset-colored bridge that will take you over the waters to the safety of Marin County. While this may not be the most scenic part of your visit to our fair city, as you make your way to the wine country, that this intersection of Geary and Larkin might have frightened you and made you grateful for the Targets and Walmarts of your hometown. You should know that hope lives here, and children live here, and poets and artists do too. They will bear witness to the reality of poverty or suffering for you, because the scenic drive is a place in mind where no map can lead. You may even find it here. Thanks.